I went to Call of Duty Next and got some early hands-on with Warzone 2 and found out these 23 gameplay secrets that you'll want to know ahead of launch on the brand new map, Mazrah. First of all, great news, loadouts are in the game, but not how we're used to from Warzone 1. Perks will not be available at launch, though you will be able to get your custom guns that you create in the gunsmith. To do this, you'll need to head to a buy station and purchase your weapon of choice, which will include your chosen attachments, so subscribe to stay on top of the meta. Armor has also changed with Warzone 2. By default, you'll start with 2 plates and need to find an armor satchel to get to 3 plates and the max potential health. These are quite common and will give you the edge over players that are returning from the Gulag, so it's a reward for staying alive. Speaking of the Gulag, that has also changed in Warzone 2, with it now being a 2v2 where you'll be teamed up potentially with another random player to fight it out and get back in the game. There is, however, another way of getting out of the Gulag. Instead of there being a flag to capture, you can kill the shotgun-wielding Juggernaut, which is an AI, to get your key to freedom and escape from your spawn. Oh, and yeah, you start with nothing in the Gulag, so you'll need to grab everything that you can, including a gun, to kill the other players, but it is also filled with loot, including cash. So if you're quick enough and feeling brave enough, you can also get enough cash to buy your teammates back after winning the Gulag. Makes regaining a little easier. Warzone 2 also brings with it a brand new contract, the Safecracker. This appears to replace the classic scavenger contract where you'll need to open 3 nearby safes, which will also include loot inside. This can be the perfect start to your match to get some weapons and cash before the strongholds open up. The other 2 contracts that were available during our hands-on were Most Wanted and Bounties, though I do expect more to be added before the launch. Now, we all love the buy station in Warzone, but it has had some changes in Warzone 2. Yes, it's where you get your loadout weapons, but there is also limited equipment. No longer will a squad be able to purchase 5,000 UAVs across a match, however much cash they acquire. So you'll need to be more selective of when you choose to pop that buy station UAV. Though do remember, they can restock, so you can potentially get more later on. You'll also still be able to do everything else that you would expect. You can buy armor, buy your teammates back, gas masks, airstrikes, and all sorts of other kind of things that are new with Warzone 2. Next, one of the big gameplay changes in Warzone 2 is the end circles, which I'm really excited about. There is a chance for it to split into 3 separate zones, which will then converge together to bring multiple teams together for an epic end to a match. This will force you to make quick decisions on where you'll want to go to make sure that you're in the best possible position to win the game. Just make sure not to get split from your squad, or it could prove costly as you'll end up fighting in completely separate circles with no way of getting back together. Strongholds are probably one of the biggest changes in Warzone 2 compared to the first Warzone, but are areas on the map that will be highlighted at the end of the first circle that will be filled with AI for you to fight. Think the Doomsday device on Caldera, but AI that can actually shoot back. These will also become heavily contested areas due to them being a way for you to get an item that will allow you to get one of your loadout guns for free from a nearby buy station, on top of a whole ton of amazing loot from advanced UAVs to durable gas masks and heaps upon heaps of cash. Spectating players after you've been killed has also been changed, with you now getting a helmet cam rather than being able to watch them as you would as if you were playing like we've had in Warzone 1. Maybe it's so you can't tell if they're cheating as easily, but you know, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Warzone 2 also brings with it over a dozen unique vehicles, from the heavy chopper, which is a lot slower than what we're used to, but it can be left hovering in the sky to snipe or shoot from if you really want to mess around. I'm expecting some incredible moments from this when the game finally launches. There's also loads of smaller vehicles, from regular cars to trucks, boats and quad bikes, to help you get around the map. Though in Warzone 2, vehicles don't just have unlimited fuel. You can run out and might need to head to a fuel station to repair and refuel, or you can find a gas canister. This will stop another scenario like we saw in the World Series of Warzone, where players just won't get out of their car because they're so scared of dying. Though if you do come up against another player in Warzone 2 that is in a vehicle, remember you can do things like shoot out their tires or blow their doors off. Though if you manage to destroy a vehicle, that vehicle won't just disappear, but will leave its carcass as cover for the players that would have otherwise just been left out in the open. Oh, and another cool thing, you can also shoot whilst driving and jump onto the roof of your vehicle if you're working as a team to push a position or just wanted to feel like you're in an action movie. Next, one of the biggest changes that we need to talk about in Warzone 2 has got to be the movement. Slide cancelling is gone. And to be honest, so has the extreme movement speeds that we've gotten used to in Warzone recently. You'll no longer be able to just slide cancel around and break someone's camera by running around like a crazy person. Sliding now works like it was originally intended, to slide into cover before getting in a gunfight, rewarding good positioning and team play over someone who just wants to dance around you at 500 miles per hour. Yeah, sorry Jowo. Another movement mechanic that's been added into Warzone 2 is the dolphin dive. This could be used to get behind cover or to dive through a window if a grenade landed at your feet at the very last second. Once again though, just like sliding, you'll get punished for performing the action and won't be able to just instantly start shooting like you could in Warzone 1. Oh, and also, you can no longer shoot people out of the sky at the start of a match. Instead, you'll have to wait till you touch foot on the ground, so you won't have to worry about not going to the Gulag before the game has even really begun. Another movement mechanic that's been added is ledge mantling. You can hang on ledges and pull yourself up, though if you've got a pistol, you can even shoot from this position or just have a cheeky little peek. And I cannot wait to see some epic plays from people doing this. Mounting has also been reverted to being fixed. You can no longer strafe while mounted, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk looting. Easily one of the most difficult changes to get a hang of with Warzone 2, because looting has drastically changed. No longer is loot necessarily super visible and easy to pick up because it no longer floats above the ground. Instead, it falls flat just like you would expect it to in real life, but makes it a much longer process to grab everything that you want, which can lead to you picking up some easy kills on people rushing to grab the loot from their kills. Personally, I hope we see this get changed before launch, but we'll have to wait and see. The rarity system is also gone, with only rare items being highlighted within bags or crates, but not from weapons, so you can't easily spot a rare gun at a distance that you might want to pick up. Though where loot has gotten smarter is you'll find items you need in locations that you would expect. You'll find ammo within gun stores more often, you'll find medical supplies within a cupboard in a toilet, and money in cash registers and so on. This will help reward great map knowledge because you'll know where you'll need to go in order to have a higher chance of getting the loot that you really need at any given time. When you open crates, loot will no longer be thrown out of it. You'll need to select what you want to add it into your bag, which is also new. Think Blackout, but now in Warzone. You can also now loot a bag, which allows you to hold a number of items, so you could have multiple grenade types, money, and equipment to help you throughout the match. If you didn't already know, Mazrah is also the name of the new map, which is filled with 18 different major points of interest, which also includes some of our favourite maps from Call of Duty over the years, including Dome, High Rise, Terminal, Showdown, and Quarry. So you'll quite quickly get to be able to learn some of the key parts of the map. Swimming and underwater gameplay is also a completely new aspect to Warzone 2. You'll only be able to fire a pistol from underwater. However, if you float to the top, you'll be able to fire your primary weapon, just like we were able to back in Call of Duty Blackout. So expect some sneaky players to just pop out of the water and catch you unaware. One thing I also know everyone is going to fall in love with is proximity chat. You can actually talk to other players that are nearby, which is going to create some incredible moments, just like this clip with Nick Merckx. It's also going to be important in Warzone 2 for you to stay on top of the game's meta, because though you cannot get your loadout in the same way, you'll still be able to get the best guns in the game from the buy station, so subscribe for the best guns in Warzone 2. Bye!